all up in your sticky keys for the win. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing alright. We're just chilling over here, trying to get a few things sorted today. I wanted to apologize for the last video. I kind of rushed that out a bit, and to be honest with you, I was struggling a lot getting that recorded. I messed up quite a bit on quite a few things. One of them just being my language skills and commenting skills. I just couldn't seem to talk. Lots of uhs and ums. I forgot a lot of things. This whole hot mess that we've got going on is finally sorted. I think it was just me not being into it. I had no idea what was going on, but I've sorted it out now. If you look in here, you can kind of see it. We have from the power monitor a redstone conduit coming out to the two lava generators. Excuse me, the two lava generators. And what I've done is on the power, I've made it so that it's only active with a signal on the lava generators. So no power is going to be drawn from the lava generators unless there's a redstone signal. And they're not going to get a redstone signal unless the power monitor is less than 60% full. I was having a lot of problems with it. I think what it was is you could see this cable right here is now separate from the one over there. I had it going into the middle before, and that wasn't working. It was conflicting. I think that's what my problem was. To be honest with you, I just kind of want to move on. So this is all working now, I promise. If you missed that episode, what we had done is hooked up the power monitor and the capacitor bank to make it so when the capacitor bank gets down to a certain percentage, then it starts charging itself back up using these two lava generators. And we're doing that because we don't want to be drawing lava from the nether at all times, because these second tier lava generators can pull quite a bit of lava at once. So what will happen is the capacitor bank will get down to 6 million RF, and then the power monitor will start allowing these lava generators to kick out power through the conduit, and then that will go straight into the capacitor right in this cable here. Also, what you need to have is the two of these connected by an energy cable of some sort. So your capacitor bank and your power monitor need to be connected, and I did this separately. I think what I was trying to do was connect them and get it all as compact as possible, and I think the cable was conflicting. To be completely honest, I hadn't set this up before exactly like this. I had done it a different way before. So this is all good. Now, as you can see, it's not charging. If you look down at the bottom right, it's draining 1 RF a tick, and it's down at like 8.7, so it's not charging yet. If I put this to 90%, it should kick on. Yeah, see, there it goes. Now it's drawing power from these two lava generators. And as soon as that goes up past 9, it'll stop. But what these are doing now is they're actually... Oh, what it'll do is it'll stop when it's at 100. Sorry, I forgot to change that. We'll put that at 95. So see, now that's up past 95, and now it's draining again because the power monitor had shut these two conduits off. But these are still running because they need to refuel themselves. So yeah, that's all sorted. I think I'm going to drop this down a bit though. I'm going to put it back down to maybe 40, so it'll use itself up to 40, and then these will recharge the capacitor bank. So good. But we're going to move on from that. I am going to add some more of those, but I'm going to do all that off camera. Today I want to get a few more machines and stuff made up. I want to do something with this little bit here, and a few more things I've got going on. But I'm going to do quite a bit off camera because the last episode we didn't get much done, and I want to maybe start setting up the new base, the kind of new area. I still haven't done anything over there yet, so I kind of want to have a look over there, but I'm going to get all this kind of mess cleaned up. Some of the machines and stuff moved over here so that we're using that power that we set up with the lava generators instead of running off charcoal that we've got down there. So I'm going to leave you guys there, and I'm going to get to work, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay guys, brought you back real quick. We're going to be adding in powered 3 onto our armor here so we're not charging it as often. So how you do that, because I don't think I showed it the last time. Costs 15 levels plus a double layer capacitor, and that will add empowered 3, and that will add another extra 100,000 RF to it. So we'll do that. And then the next step, you need the octatic capacitor, which is the green one. But we don't have any of the Enderium stuff I think you need for it. No, we've got Ender Pearls, so we might do that. But I won't show you that. I just wanted to show you this real quick in case you had not seen anybody do it before. I really, really like this Dark Armor. I think that'll be the way that I go from now on, beginning game. So, back to work, guys. Right, I did it. I was over here at Holden's base using his mob farm to get some XP to upgrade our armor. And I peaked. And I shouldn't have done that because now my little lava generators look like nothing. So I figured I'd show you guys real quick. Can't come over and not show them. Sorry, we're going to get some frame drops in here, that's for sure. He's got a little reception desk in here. Chicken. But look at this. Look at this. Got a computer running it all. We'll get into all that because I really like the displays. But it's mainly this. I just want to just peek. Can you see it? Oof. Look at that. Look how awesome this room looks. Oh, the color scheme and everything. How awesome is that? I want one. If you don't know what that is power storage from Draconic Evolution. Look at that. What's he got in there? 17 billion RF he's got in there. It can hold 2.1 trillion. Oh my. Look at it all. Oh, that is mental. Right. I'm going home. I've got some stuff to do. Okay, guys. Back real quick. I have upgraded the armor. I have put empowered 3 on both of the, empowered 3 on the boots and empowered 4 on the leggings. Our movement speed is still the same. I need to make a potion of swiftness again. But I have added jump 1 and jump 2 to my boots. You use a piston and plus 20 levels to do it, and what that allows you to do is walk up blocks like this, right? So you don't have to jump up a single block. So it allows you to walk up blocks. Your jump height is increased. You can kind of hear it there. You can see. I think it's 2 blocks. Alright, 2 blocks there. So that's cool. You also can double jump. Not very far, but just a bit. So that's kind of cool. Here, I'll jump up here. Show you. That's 2 blocks. Easy. Wonder if we can get up these 3. Oh, cool. Awesome. So that's done. What I have decided to do, I'm going to move these machines in here. Mainly our Energetic Infuser, what we're using to charge our stuff with our charge bag. That's our dump one. Our charge bag is in here. See, we dump one in there and it comes out the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move that up into the that other tiny little room that we have there and run the power off of the capacitor bank that we're using from our lava generators. So I'm going to move this in there. I think that'll work because it'll be 3 by the time I put those together. So I think it'll fit in there nicely. So I'll get that all moved over there. What else was I going to do there? Yeah, I'm going to put it over in here. Yeah, because see, that's 3 spots. So I'll just put it here because we don't have a lot of room at all. Oh, that's what. I've got those essence berry bushes that you saw over there when we just started, right? So I've only got the 2 of them, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll put them back behind here. What I'll run is I'll run energy conduit all the way underneath there, up into here to charge the infuser, and then I'm going to put the essence berries back behind here with a transfer node, so that with a world upgrade in it, so that it will constantly be pulling the essence berries off. But I'll show you that. I'm gonna go get all the stuff ready, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to do that. All right. Right, guys. It's actually a few days later since that last bit that I recorded. I ran out of time the day that I was recording that bit, and I've had some personal stuff going on, and I've been a bit sick the last day or so. You might be able to tell in the voice, so I apologize for that. So I'll try not to talk too much, because nobody likes to hear the nasally bits. What we were working on was getting our Energetic Infuser set up in this little section that we've got over there, and we were moving our essence berry bushes over, and I was planning on using the transfer nodes from extra utilities and the world upgrades, but they don't work with plants like that, I don't think. I thought I had seen somebody do it before, but I guess not. I was wrong. It didn't work. But I do have another alternative going on now. I'll show you this. So we've got our Energetic Infuser set up here, and we also have these ender chests running from our dump chest, or not our dump chest, excuse me, from our charge bags. So there's our two charge bags there. Usually what we do is we'll drop our stuff in this charge bag. You can see it there, it pops open. I'll move that over a bit, you can see that. And then what we can do is it comes and drops into this one. So I'll start with the Energetic Infuser. What we have is we have our power running from underneath here that's coming from our capacitor bank. So it runs down over here in the corner, goes all the way down underneath, comes under the floor here. You can kind of see it there, the little orange cable there, goes underneath, powers the harvester, and then also powers this Energetic Infuser. And I'll show you in the back there. Basically what it is it's a green, it's the green item conduit running from the back of this chest into the back of the Energetic Infuser, and we have it configured for the blue coming from the back. I don't know what it is. I think maybe what it is the thermal expansion doesn't auto pull unless you have the augmentation in there, and I could have made the augmentation in there, but it's easier for me just to run a cable in the back. So we've got all that going on, and we have our two essence berry bushes here with the harvester harvesting them and then running. You could see the item conduit underneath that crystal chest pulling out of the back there. Oops, pulling out of the back there. See it, the green bit there? Goes underneath and then into the crystal chest there. So that's pretty simple stuff. Like I said before, I was planning on using the... Sorry, I'm a bit sick, guys. I was planning on using the item transfer nodes from extra utilities to just pull them off of there, but that doesn't work. So we've just got a basic harvester from MFR in there, pulling up those, and it's just going to fill this whole chest in there, and then that way we have extra experience so that we're not using Holden's mob farm all the time when we need it. After a few days, we'll have quite a bit going on here. I do plan on making my own mob farm, but until we get that set up, this should do us pretty good. So with our Energetic Infuser now, we could just drop our stuff in there, and you see that'll disappear, charge itself, and it should end up back in here when it's fully charged. So we'll just wait for that for a sec. Come on, man. There it is. See? Awesome. So now when we're kicking about and we're rolling about town and say, we need to charge our leggings, we can just throw our leggings in there. Those will disappear, they'll get charged, and they'll end up back in our out bag. So that's really cool. I'll come down here and show you kind of the cabling real quick. So what we've done is we're running, oops, all caught up. We're running the cabling from the capacitor bank up there. It runs underneath here, goes over there and charges our Ender Lily farm instead of using that furnace generator that we had, the little blue furnace generator. So we don't need to refill that with charcoal anymore. So that runs over there, comes straight across here, and I'll put that back in my inventory so you can see. And you can see the orange energy cabling going up into the harvester and then also up
Oops, I'm stuck. I can't fly. So we've got our energy conduit coming up, charging the harvester, and charging our energetic infuser. You could see the item conduit coming out of the ender chest into the back of that. Like I said, for some reason it doesn't automatically pull out. It'll automatically push, but it won't automatically pull. But you can make these augmentations as well to where it'll pull in and pull out, I believe. Let me just double check that so I'm not talking a bunch of rubbish. Put augment in here. Yeah, see, you've got all these different augmentations that you could pull out, and I believe this one here should pull out. This should automatically pull out if you put one of those in there. Not 100% sure, but I would say 99% sure that if you put one of these transmission coil ducting in there, it'll automatically pull from the side. But like I said, it's only 2 pieces of item conduit there, so that's good. That's all set up. And what we've got going is from the back of the harvester down this green item conduit into the bottom of the chest there, and that is just that. Oh jeez, I'm really sorry guys. I'm trying to get this episode out because it's been a few days already, but I am not feeling the best. I'm drawing a blank. I should probably be in my bed. It's the conduit facades, right? So I've just covered it up with a conduit facade, so when we're looking down underneath the crystal chest. So that's that all set up. Again, over here, instead of using that furnace generator, I've just ran the cabling over here, so that's charging all the time, and that is all running off of our capacitor bank over here, and this is going really well. So see, this will run down to 4 mil, and then once it gets down to 4 mil, these will kick on and charge themselves. I haven't made any more of these. Like I said, I've had a bunch of stuff going on this week, and I'm not feeling the best. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clean this area out a bit down here. I didn't really plan on using this too much. When I dug this out, I had planned on putting all our power and all of that down in here, but I'm not going to get too technical with our power on this side because I want to start our other base. But since we're going to be running cabling and stuff underneath here, I'm going to dress up the walls a bit and put a floor in here just so it looks a bit nicer and my OCD isn't going crazy looking at all this bare stone and things all over the place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run over and I'm going to make a builder's wand, right? So that it's a bit easier to clean up. I don't know what's going on with, if you just saw that, see that? I don't know what's going on with that. It's when I look at the chest, that only just started happening today. I'm going to use these division sigils. See, you could tell I should have just left this episode, but like I said, I want to get it out so that you got one this week. I'm going to use these division sigils and I'm going to activate them, and then that way we can go ahead and get our builder's wand going so that we can get that area down underneath cleaned up a bit so it looks a bit more presentable, and then that way when we go to build our new base it'll be a lot easier. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go get that division sigil activated. I might time-lapse it real quick, just me fighting and doing it real quick. You've probably seen a dozen boys do it already, but just in case I might record it and just throw a quick little time-lapse in there so I can get my builder's wand all set up. There's also another tool that I want to make that will let me help me build a bit more quickly. So I'll get all that stuff done and then I'll come back and I'll most likely have the underneath there in the basement all cleaned up and I'll have my builder's wand and all that set. So I'll be back in a little while, guys. Right, boys and girls, I have decided that I'm not going to do this activation for these sigils yet. I want to do that, but I need to make silk touch tools and stuff so that we can get the cursed earth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Wild and Andy's, and they have a trade machine set up, and I was over there the other day. I think it's either diamonds or emeralds, but what we'll do is we'll take both of those over there and go have a look and see what they've got going on over there. And now we have our builder's wand, and what I'll do is I'm going to grab a bunch of this because I'm just going to use regular stone. Pull our chisel out of our pouch here. And we'll put some of this in here, and we'll pull out these bricks. Make a bunch of this real quick. Right, that should be enough, because if you've never seen it, it's just in case you've never seen a builder's wand before. You never know. It's kind of hard making these episodes, because somebody that has never played the Feed the Beast before might be watching, and you just never know. You kind of have to try and cater to everybody. But see, if you see the outline there, what this will do is it'll fill that whole spot. See that? So that's really cool. If you put it up here, it'll do it in certain areas. So I think that's a 3x3 area. So it makes things a lot easier for building. You can build a whole lot quicker. And especially if you're laying out floors. So what we'll do is we'll go down here and we'll lay this floor out real quick. Let's see. Let's go to about here maybe. How high is that? That gives us enough room. Yeah, that gives us enough room. So see, we can, bam. Awesome. So much easier. Look at that. Quick as anything. And then I've got some of these extra nooks in here that I kind of keep with me. Let's hit F7, and that'll show you where mobs can spawn. And we'll just throw some of these in here. Cool. And what I'll do with this is I'm going to put an elevator block here so that we could just jump up and down real quick. And I'll replace all these walls. But there's another tool that I want to build. It is called an exchanger, and there's different tiers of it. And I'll show you that really quick because that is pretty awesome. And then once we have that done, now that we have our builder's wand, and if we get the resonant exchanger all set up, then we should be able to build a whole lot more quickly and get things done. You saw there, you put a floor down in seconds. So I'm going to stop here. Well, you know what? Here, I'll just show you real quick. Oh, sorry. I keep saying that I hate showing recipes. But in case you haven't known, this is what I'm talking about, a resonant exchanger. And this has another tier as well, I thought. Because I put resonant in there. So we'll just put exchanger. See, there's different tiers. You've got a redstone exchanger. And you need to build a tesseract, some electrum. And then what you do is you upgrade it to a resonant exchanger, but you use Enderium. And we haven't gotten into this yet. So what I'm most likely going to do is maybe build this redstone exchanger. See, because we don't even have, we've got the fluid transposers, but we don't have stuff to make Enderium yet. Let's see. You know what? We could make some. Right. Well, what I'll do then is I will leave you guys here for a minute, and I will go get the stuff for the Enderium to make a test. We haven't even gone that far yet, but we can make a tesseract, and at least we can get this because we can do the electrum. We've got electrum back in the base and in VAR, and we could do all this. So what I'll do is I'll get this redstone exchanger built up, and then that way we can come back and I can show you what that thing's all about. So back in a second, guys. Right, guys, we are back finally, and I just missed that. Oh well. This took a bit longer to make than I was expecting. I didn't really have the stuff for it. I had to make a pulverizer, get all my shiny ingots. I thought I had shiny ingots already, but I guess not. But either way, it's done. So we're just going to charge that up really quickly. Ooh, it's going to take 2 million RF. So we can see this. This should be on now. No, not yet. That's only pulling 2000 RF because this cable can only handle it, I think. 5000. Must be the machine can only do 2000 at once. But that'll give us a chance to check this though, because this should kick on now. Yep, perfect. See, there it goes. So this will recharge itself. And now our generators have kicked on. Awesome. So this bad boy should be done. I have a bunch of stone, and I'm going to use seared bricks. What we've been doing is using this colored stone bricks, but I have a bunch of seared. I had a bunch of seared bricks already, so. Right. So with this bad boy, what you could do is if you shift and right click on it like that. I think so anyways. Wonder why that's not working. Maybe it doesn't work with the seared bricks. Don't tell me that. Let's try it on these then. I see how that goes green, so it doesn't work on these seared bricks, which is a shame because that's what I wanted to put in the floor. Yeah, that sucks. So I'll be back in a second. I guess I have to go make those gray ones. Because see, that's what we use in here, is the colored stone bricks. But the seared bricks are the same color. They're basically the same, just a bit darker. But the exchanger's not going to work with that, so I'll be back in a second once I get all those made up. Right, those are done. It's been a nightmare of a night. Like I said, I'm just trying to get this episode done. Right, so we'll try with these. So see, if you shift right click, see how it turns green like that? Shift right click and you see up in the top left it says radius of 3 and 140. I believe if I press page up by, there you go. See, and what we'll do is we'll take this back. So I'm going to put that back in there so that it exchanges it. What it'll do is it'll exchange whatever you've selected with the blocks that are it'll exchange whatever that's highlighted with the block that you've selected. So if we go like that, see, bam, things will go much faster. So we've got 82 of those. I want to make the floor out of this. 26. So we've ran out of those, but that's alright because we can make more. So if we do this, right click that, now we can go through here and do it this way. And it'll put the whatever you've just exchanged in your inventory. There's uranium there, that's quite expensive. So it makes it much easier to build, see? So we'll go through here, do all this. Now we'll leave that for now. And then what we'll do is throw this down in here. Grab our builder's wand. Right? Bam. Makes it so much quicker to build. Exchange that. Good to go. Cool. So that looks a bit better. Nice and cleaned up. And I'll go through here and tidy all this stuff up as well. So yeah, that's kind of that. Like I said, I'm not feeling the best, so I just wanted to get an episode out because it's been a little while. But we've got some stuff done today at least, and progress is always good. Next time, what I plan on doing, I keep saying this, but I plan on working on getting the new base set up, but I've been kind of exploring around that area a bit, and the frame rate's not the best in that new kind of forest that we wanted to build in. So I think what I'm going to do is just do a bit more exploring and try and find a spot, because I don't want to get loads of frame drops while we're in that area. So I want to find a spot that's cool enough, but we're still going to not have to worry about FPS lag. I mean, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll build in like a void age, and I'm not a big fan of that because there's nothing around. I like seeing all the environment, you know. I like the really cool areas that you get
with the different seeds. So I think what we'll do next time is we'll continue to work on this area a bit. We'll get some of this cleaned up and make this a bit nicer. Gonna get an elevator and all that stuff in here so we're not jumping through and flying. I'll most likely add a few more of these lava generators. I mean, that worked out good. See, that's already recharged itself. So that's doing rather well. That keeps up with all our machines and stuff, alright. But we do have some more machines and stuff that we need to make. I had to make a pulverizer and just stuck that down in there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll get down here kind of cleaned up a bit, and maybe I'll start putting some of the machines that I use real kind of rarely down in the bottom down there, or I'll expand this. I kind of like how this tunnel ends right here, and I don't want this just to be a big tunnel. But I don't like being buried kind of down in a hole. This was going to be more of like our access area to where we were running cables and stuff. So I've got a bit of stuff to do and think about and some decisions to make. And again, we're still not making a lot of progress, but we're making some, and really it's all about playing and enjoying ourselves. And I am. I haven't had as much time as I'd like to play lately. Oh, you see that? Oh, that's a weird optical illusion. It looked all bent there. Yeah, we haven't really had, a lot of time to play lately and to get a lot of stuff done, but yeah, I mean, stuff is getting done. We're getting to more of the technical part of playing now instead of the building. And, that always has a huge, giant kind of rabbit hole that you have to go down in. Like, just making this little exchanger, to get the tesseracts, you've got to build a bunch of other stuff, then you've got to grind to get certain materials to make the Enderium. It just kind of goes on, and sometimes you get lost in the rabbit hole of playing. One other thing that I wanted to mention really quick that I had done that I forgot to tell you guys about is the detailing around the hut here. And what this is just dark wood planks and the regular oak wood planks that you make with your saw. And I love kind of the detail work that you get in modded, because I've always been a builder in vanilla Minecraft. So I love all the different things that you can do. So I thought I would just show you that really quick, because everybody might not know about it. What you can do is you just place one of the materials down, and if you put it inside there you go, you put it on the side. See, it's kind of giving it a two-tone look. So you can add detailing to your builds without having to, worry about getting too crazy with it. It adds just that tiny bit of color, and it ties it in with the dark oak that we've got going on this side, and kind of the logs that we have in the detail bits of the support beams there. So it's little things like that that you can add that kind of really bring an area together and kind of tie everything in. And the devil's in the detail, guys. It's all those tiny little things that you add that really kind of bring your builds together and make them that much more better. So I love all that stuff, so expect more of that. And maybe next time, like I said, we'll get that little basement area done, get a few more machines built, and then I want to start getting a few more buildings put up, and we'll find a space for our actual big base, because we're going to start getting to the point to where, we're going to start getting to the point to where we're going to need a lot of room for all of our big machineries and our kind of like reactors and things like that. So and especially our AE, because AE2's changed quite a bit. So once we start getting to that, we're going to need a lot of room for that. So we've got to really find our new base, because this isn't really going to cut it. It's awesome for spawn, and I'm glad that I stuck around and spawned, because usually everybody just leaves and then that's it and nobody comes back. But I like that we stuck around and got some details. There's stuff for people to use if new guys come on the server, and we can always come back and use this stuff while we're building our big base. But with that, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I need to get to my bed. I'm absolutely choking, so I will see you guys next time.